play some daily word games. I'm going to do a new game today. Squaredle, you're solving 6 words in a grid, and I will explain how it works as I go. So, you get 10 wrong answers. So if you fill in a word correctly, you get that guess back. So it's not 10 total tries like in Wordle, whether it's right or wrong, it uses that line. But in Squaredle, you get that back if you get it right. The next thing is, you're guessing 1 word at a time, but it's filling 2 spaces at a time. So first you have to fill in words or letters for what we could call column 1 and row 1, or the top row and the left column, whatever. I play Sudoku, so column 1 and row 1 is very natural to me, but if that's not, then that's fine. Then it will migrate and it will make you do the 2 middle words, the middle column and middle row, and then it will go and make you do the other side, the bottom row and the right-hand column, and then it cycles back. So you can't just click anywhere and guess. You have to follow the arrows. And as you fill in letters, it's going to give you several pieces of information, and I will explain them as they pop up. So I am going to start with, I don't feel like starting with stair today. I feel like starting with plate. I find with Squaredle, for some reason, I like to start with more unusual letters, or at least a few more unusual letters, because if they're there, I mean, there's 6 words, it's really useful to know. Because common letters, what's going to happen is, be like, yeah, there's common letters all over the place, but with unique letters, if there's a unique letter, it's really useful to know about it. So, okay, perfect. We got lots of information. So, any letters that are, it shows you in big and then it shrinks the clue. So I'm going to explain all of this. If it's green, green means green. There is an L in that spot in that word. Easy. If it's black, it blacks the letter out like this and this, it means that letter does not appear in any of the 6 words in the grid. And it also blacks it out on the keyboard, or dark gray, I guess. Not really black, but it's black up here. That means don't bother using that letter. It doesn't appear anywhere. The light gray or white background, which it also does on the keyboard, tells you that letter does appear somewhere in this grid, but it's not in the word or words that you've currently attempted it in. So we already know there's definitely an L in the puzzle. It's over here. It's not in this word. There is also apparently a T in the puzzle, but it's not in this word. That's what the white means. Now, yellow, it also has arrows pointing left and right. So any yellow tile refers to the row. And that means that somewhere in this word is a T, and it's not where I put it. That's all that means. The red has up and down arrows on it. That means somewhere in this word, the right-hand column, there's an E, but it's not the first letter of that word. It also means it's not the last letter of the top word, and that it doesn't appear anywhere in the top word, or it would be pointing left-right. And finally, we have the orange one with arrows pointing every direction. That means that letter appears both horizontally, that's good, can appear both horizontally and vertically. So there's an E in both this word and this word. So let's try another one. So now we are working on these 2 middle words, and we know nothing about them. So what I might do is test if the T goes there. This T goes in one of these 3 spots, so I'm going to try it here. I have nothing to lose, really. Either it is there or it isn't. And there might also be a T in one of these 2 words. So, by the way, when you have the same letter pointing to like an intersection, there's a good chance that letter appears in the intersection, but it's certainly not guaranteed. All right, so let's try tonal. That'll let it, oh, I already know where the L goes. That's silly. I do know that, yeah, I'm going to try tonic, actually. I like to try to gather as many letters as I can, and I have a lot of room, so tonic is good. Oh, wow, okay. So the T does not go here. So the T is either, oh, and we know the T is not here because otherwise this T and this T would have the up and down arrows and they would be red. So now we know for sure where the T goes in this word, it goes here. And this lets you put notes. So if you click on the cell, you get the little blue circle, you can choose the letter you're pretty sure goes there. I know there's a T there. So I'm just going to put it in to remind myself that when it's time to fill that cell, that's going to be a T. And once I've figured that out, I can actually click on these to kind of gray them out so that I can remember that they've already been used. I'm going to do the same with the L over here. Okay, so What else did I learn? I learned that this up and down word has an O, an N, and an I in it. That there is a C somewhere in the puzzle, but not in either of these two words. See, it's white over here and it's white over here. And that there's also an I in this word, but there's not an N or an O. That makes me very suspicious that the I goes right in the center, but I don't know that yet. So now we're going to do the right-hand column and the bottom row. And since I'm pretty sure there's a T there, I'm going to go ahead and try to fill it in. How about, I haven't tried R yet, that might be useful. Trunk. Why not? Okay, yeah, the T is there, so that was good. Now this R, it refers to one of these two cells, so you can rule it in or out pretty quickly. So if the R isn't here, it's in one of these two. I don't yet know which, but look, here's an N, and it's in one of these two. This word has an N. There's a very, very good chance the N goes here. There's no K in the puzzle. There is still a C in the puzzle. It is still not here. The little bit confusing or frustrating thing about this game is every time you guess a letter in a spot, it puts another clue. So if you guess the letter R 3 times in one cell, it's going to give you 3 R clues. It still only means one R. Okay, so now we are back to the top and left, and I don't know very much. Excuse me, I don't know very much about the left-hand word, so I'm going to try to learn some stuff. I would like to know if this is an R. This one. That would be useful. So it needs, the letter here has to be able to have a blend with the L, and it would, if the R is here, it would also have to have a blend with the R. But that's pretty open. It could be a G, it could be a F or a B. There's no P in the words anywhere. It could also be a vowel. But I think I'm going to try C, because we know there is a C somewhere in this puzzle. So I'm going to try CR. It doesn't matter if you put the wrong letter on top of a green tile, it'll ignore it. Or it'll give you a clue about it. Maybe there's an R here, for example. Let's try crawl. No, there's no A's. I will not try crawl. I know this isn't an O. It could be an I. And I know there's an E in this word. Is there a word that's like... I don't think there is. So maybe C is not a good choice. Maybe this is the E. Or maybe it's not a C. B-R-I... What about brine? Ooh, look, because this N is pointing to one of these two. And this I is pointing in this direction. This R, that brine looks... Oh no, I know it doesn't end in E. That's okay, I think it's going to give me a lot of useful information. Okay, so the R was correct. That's great. The I is almost certainly in the middle. And this is an N. Now I know for sure because it's not here and it's not here and it has to be in one of these 3. What's behind door number 3? An N. Now see, I guessed E here again. It's like, nope, still not an E here. Now we're doing the middle, so I'm going to try to put the I here. This could be I-N-E, couldn't it? So if this is an E, then this has to be an O. And that leaves me with one option, I think. They do like the word ovine in this game. I don't know why. And it's correct, so you see you get a bonus guess. So I got that guess back. So that was correct. The I was correct. The E was correct. This is interesting. There is an O in this word. Could go at the end, but it probably goes here. So I've placed the E in this word, so I don't have to think about E's anymore. And I don't know anything else. Oh, yeah, these E's are taken care of. I don't know anything else about this word, so I don't know whether I should... I don't know anything about either word, really. Why don't we get some letters? Still haven't used S. I want to try S. I want to try H. Shelf, maybe? Ooh, I like shelf. I'm going to do it. There is an H here. There is an S in this word. There's an S in this word. I'm guessing it goes in the intersection here. There is an L in one of these two, and I have the feeling it's not here because something L-O-L-T. I can't imagine a word like that. It's possible, but I don't think so. So this is probably an L. And there's an S in both of these words. Now, there could very well be an S here and an S here. There's absolutely no reason that couldn't be true. So I'm not going to make any assumptions about that S yet. I am very interested in what this word is because it's pretty narrow at this point. I'm going to try... Okay, so what could go here? It could be clout, which is what I was thinking pretty much from the start. I know there is a U in the puzzle. I haven't placed it yet. It could be... I wonder if it could end in ST? What goes in front of that L is the big question of the day. Elope? No, there's no P. Is there any other word that's E-L-O something? Oh, that wouldn't be elope. It ends in T. What am I talking about? I'm gonna try clout. I can't think of much that would fit there. Okay, so clout was right. Great. So my idea that a C went there was correct. How about that? So now I want to get this word, and I think there's an L here, but otherwise I don't really know anything. So it'd be interesting to try to think what this word could be in order to try to figure out what this letter would be. So we know there's an O in it. I'm thinking credo, putting an E here. So I'm going to put that in so I can remember. I think that fits all of the rules we know. And that makes this exile, probably. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so if this word starts with O, one question we have is if this is an S, or if the S is in two different places. So what can this be? This could be there, I think. I don't think there's anything telling me this can't be an R. That would be fine. You know what? I'm thinking more, or these, I mean. I'm thinking more and more that the S's are these two, and that this is these, and that this is obese. Because I do need to put a B somewhere, and I haven't yet. See, the B is white. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's right. Now, here's a fun trick. Watch this. O-B-E-S-E. If they both end in S-E, it's going to finish both words, if I'm right. I was right. So I got both words finished in one go, and I got 2 bonus guesses, and all I have to do is fill in credo, and we win. And 5 guesses left is quite good. Usually that's sort of average. I don't usually do better than that. Sometimes I do. So that was Squirtle. I honestly can't remember if I played it on this before, so I figure if I don't remember, maybe you don't either. Figured it didn't hurt to rehash it. Quordle, we do this every time. So yesterday's quordle words, if you didn't solve it or didn't watch my video, or both, were tunic, bigot, swoon, and pouch, which are... There's not a pair of words there that makes me very happy. But I think I'm going to do tunic and pouch. No, that's 2 C's. Tunic and bigot. It repeats the I and the T, but otherwise it's new information, and, I mean, doesn't matter that much. So tunic and bigot. Here we go. Okay, well, you know, we know some things. So there's a C in this word at the top left. It's gotta go first, right? I don't see how it could go before the N, and we know that the 3rd and 4th spots are taken. Could it be? I don't think so. So, what is this word? What is this word? It has to be a vowel. It could be an E, an A, or a Y. Could be another O as well. There's no reason not to think about O's. Cannon? Oh, it must be cannon, right? Yeah, no, it's gotta be. I don't think there's anything else it could be. Always nice to get the word right away. All right. I know nothing about this word except for what's not in it, and honestly, I didn't really learn anything from canon except the A. What vowel? Here's a better question. What vowel is in this word? It must be an E, or just Y's, but I don't think you could have just Y's with a word ending in T. That seems tricky. I guess not impossible, but tricky. So here we know about an A, and we know there's a U and an N, but we don't know where they are. There could be an E in this word as well. I definitely need to learn about E's and Y's, though, so I think I'm going to do a test word that gives me both. It would be okay to reuse NU or T, or NU or I, just for placement purposes, but I'd rather avoid it and get new letters. So let's see what we can find. We want to use E and Y. That's my priority. I haven't used S yet either. I don't really want to use the O again because I don't need it. Why is this hard? I mean, there's time, T-H-Y-M-E, but I already know the T isn't first. So again, it feels a bit of a waste. I could do CD, but I mean, that's just the same as reusing a letter, doubling a letter. Although it would tell me if there's 2 E's in either word. My suspicion is there is not, because we already have a vowel. Actually, in fact, the top right word has 2 vowels. It could be sauna. Oh, it could really be sauna. Typing sauna would only get me an S, so I think I want to try S with something else. It's very hard to think of words that have 5 letters and an E and Y in them. I don't know why. And with letters I haven't used yet. That's the problem. I can think of plenty with letters I have used. That's not what we're here to do. I don't need the A again. I could use the I again. Or the U for placement. That would be okay. Come on, there's got to be a word that will give me everything I want in life in one go. Probably not. It's hard to get everything you want in life all in one go. It could happen. You know. depending on your goals, but okay, I'm going to do CD. Why not? I was wrong about sauna, so I'm glad I didn't try that. There is a double E in the left word, though, bottom left word, so that actually is super useful. I'm going to guess the bottom right is STI something. It doesn't end in T. Oh, and there isn't a Y. Okay, that's good to know. Well, so the bottom left word is interesting if it has two E's in it. I'm thinking fleet. In fact, I think it has to be. Nice. Oh, the other word has an F too. Oh, it could be fauna. Okay. Good. All right, so this bottom word, I've got 3 guesses. So I'm thinking STI, right? And what do I have left? There's no E. Okay, there's no other vowel besides that one I. I mean, there could be 2 I's. There could be another one at the end, but I doubt it. It doesn't have to be like that. It could be like that. Oh, it could be like that. I haven't done H yet, so that's actually not too far-fetched. Only I don't know what would go after the T. I mean, it could be S something ITH, but like Smith? That's interesting. It could be Smith. I'm actually going to try that. That's very interesting. I was right. Wow. That was really good. Getting it in 7, I always find to be quite good. So my first 2 guesses were throwaways. And then my 3rd guess was an answer. My 4th guess was a test. And then I filled the rest in. That felt really good. That felt really good. All right. Cool. Next is crosswordle. And in crosswordle, we reconstruct someone's wordle solve by working backward. We don't have to work backward, but it's a lot easier to work backward than forward. You are required to apply any knowledge from prior words downward. So since I know about these, I have to use them. So this has to be an E or a P. I think E. I can do exact. Nice. So now these 2 have to come from E and A, and actually they are forced. And then here they can be TE, TA, or EA. EA is not likely. So I'm going to put an E here and what am I doing? I meant an E here and a T there, and we will go from there. All right. So I need to fill this in without using any letters I already know about. Can't use any of these letters. So I actually can use another A. That's allowed, but I don't think there's anything that would fit here. I can't use another E though, because here it would still be yellow and I would have already known that, and here it would be green and I would already know it, and I don't already know it. It tells me it's gray, which means I need a whole new word. Can't use cheat because I use the C here. Now I could make this exert and then make cheat here, but if I've already used the R this far down, I don't know. It gets harder to build words up higher. I might change it. Oh, no, not exert. What am I talking about? There's an A there. I don't know what else this could be. I can't do cheat, so what else can I do? Wheat. I'll do wheat. Wheat works for me. Okay. Now this, probably a vowel. It doesn't have to be. In fact, oh no, I can't use A, because A would be yellow. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was thinking based. I realized I said a lot of things, but didn't actually articulate what was in my head. I was thinking based would be really awesome, but I can't use an A here because it would have been yellow. So this is probably a vowel. I can make it an I, and I can fill this in like that. Let's try that. Okay, now I need 2 5-letter words using 10 letters I have not yet used. I do have vowels available, and I have a few common letters available, so I think I did this pretty well. So let us build 2 words. I can do... Actually, I only... one thing that's really useful when you're doing this is double letters, using the same letter more than once in a word. They don't have to be 10 unique letters. So I'm thinking dorky is a good one, and maybe not, because what's this one going to be? Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to. O is easier to use than U, so I want to leave myself the Y. Fudgy is good, and then I can do something with the O. B-R-O. Maybe? Oh, you know what? With the U, I can use the Q. But I still need another vowel if I do that. Yeah, maybe that's not better. Thought I was onto something. Sometimes this is the hardest part, is coming up with, you have these letters, make 2 words. I wanted to do fungi, but the I used it here. You know what, this could be smote, and then this could be fungi. Oh, that might be better. And now I can use, oh, I only have the Y. Oh, maybe that's not possible then. Darn it, thought I was onto something. Oh yeah, I'm still gonna leave myself, I'm gonna try using the O there and leave myself the I instead and see what I can do. This is harder. Yesterday I got it in like 1.5 minutes. It's been 5.5 minutes. Why is this hard? Oh, bring can do. That uses only 1 vowel and leaves me a few other letters still. So something like, I'm not supposed to, it accepts fuddy. Oh, it accepted fuddy. Nice. Okay, I did it. With a bit of a struggle today, but I did it. 5 minutes, 47 seconds. Okay. Next is symble. I'm not going to spend a long time explaining it today. I explained it yesterday, and I'm intending, I did a feature video on symble where I explained it in depth. I'll link that in the description. And I am intending to do a blitz video, which is actually the mode I'm in right now. I'll switch it. Which is you try to get as many words as you can in 5 minutes. And when I do well, you'll see that video. So we are going to do the daily puzzle. So for symble, I am going to start with, I don't know, front. Why not? All right, I'm going to say, I think the red stars are yellow. And try TO at the beginning to test my theory. Make it tough. I am wrong. Okay. That is weird. Does that mean it's FR something something H? Fresh? Oh. Red stars are wrong. Red stars are gray. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay. So that means the yellow teardrops must be yellow. So T and O must be in the, so T must be 3rd and O must be 4th. And I know that because this O is already 3rd. And then another word from front must be R. It must be, oh, it could also be N. So we're looking at, this is certain, and then either N or R for the last letter. And otherwise letters I have not yet used. I could use R at the beginning. That hasn't been ruled out. I could use N at the beginning. That hasn't. No, N has been ruled out. No, I can't use R at the beginning. R is not at the beginning. Either R is at the end or it's not in it at all. If it were at the beginning, there would be evidence of that. Okay. What could this be? There's an A available. T-O-R or T-O-N. Baton. And there it is. The greens were actually green today. Cool. Yeah, that was a really interesting error. I tend to assume I have fewer letters right, not more letters right. That was the wrong assumption. And the way that I chose to do it didn't immediately disprove anything. Well, it sort of did, but anyway, that was interesting. All right. And we're going to finish her up with drwhodle today because I have to do drwhodle. It's really fun. Yesterday's was really hard. So I'm going to start with Dalek again. I don't want to start with yesterday's word because I don't want to. I can do what I want. It's my channel. So L and A are yellow. There's no E. I mean, it could be shall. I'm sure they've said shall a million times on the show, but that doesn't seem like the best use of. I think I want to research a little bit here. So, stony. I'd like to know about why. Ooh, ouch. Okay. How about PLA something? I already know there's no K or N, so not plank or pluck or plunk or any of the words I can think of with PL at the beginning. CLA, clash, clasp, clamp. Okay, so CLA is right. I was going to say Claire, but there's no E. This could be a name. This could be a planet. It could be an alien species. I have no idea. But I assume regular word until I have evidence otherwise. So I might have that evidence. I don't know. Let's see. I still have I. That's how you spell Claire, isn't it? Or it's a way to spell Claire. Oh, I guess not in Doctor Who. Can't you spell it C-L-A-I-R? Or is it C-L-A-I-R-E? I guess there has to be an E on the end. Okay. I tried. Doesn't hurt to try. If it's not a word, it doesn't cost you anything. Maybe a little wounded pride. Clarg. Sometimes it does come down to just trying letters. I hope it doesn't come down to that. I do not see anything. I don't know. Man, they started me off with some really fun, easy-ish ones, and now they're like throwing these weird words at me. The nerve, I tell ya. Clara! Oh my god, it's Clara. Right. Okay. I was thinking Claire in my head, and I knew that there was something. Okay, Clara. I got it. Hey. I like when that happens, when it just suddenly comes to you, and it's like, oh yeah, Clara. She was a very important character in in Doctor Who. Alright, so I'm going to hop in my TARDIS and go off to edit, and you are going to like and subscribe and comment, please. 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 Who's your favorite Doctor? There, I can start an argument in the comments. And I'll know if you watched all the way to the end. Who's your favorite Doctor? I don't actually have one because I've liked them all as they've come along, but what I like about David Tennant is the energy he put into it and how much love he has for the show, and it really shows in how he played him. But I liked Peter Capaldi's spin on him being more of a crotchety old man. And I haven't watched the older ones. I started watching it in 2009, so I don't have as much of an opinion on the older Doctors. I like Jodie Whittaker too. I like them all for different reasons. So there, argue in the comments about who's the best Doctor, and I will see you next time.